Well, the gang's all here tonight.
Let's get this show on the road.
Crazy, huh?
Good evening. We'll call this meeting to order. This is the meeting of the Village of Beach Park Village Board. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Gus.
Here.
Trustee Jensen.
Right here.
Trustee Miller.
Here.
Trustee Addison.
Here.
Trustee Siddig.
Here.
Trustee Wells. Attorney Frollo.
Here.
Mayor Hooker.
Here.
And the clerk McDonald's here.
All right. Would you all rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah.
Okay, our first item of business tonight is public comment for any agenda items. If anyone would wish to address the board regarding any of the agenda items, please come to the podium, state your name and your case. If not, we will have the opportunity towards the end of the agenda for any and all comers. All right, move on to our consent agenda. Our consent agenda tonight includes the following items. Approval of the village board meeting minutes from January 26th, 2023. Bills presented for payment in the amount of $349,156.98. The public safety, monthly finance, and community development reports for January of 23. Is there anything the board would have us consider separately? Hearing none, do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I beat you.
So
I was
moved.
first.
Motion by Jensen, second by Gus.
Stick up a little bit down.
You just, all right. Discussion.
I just want to point out B and C in this list were discussed at some length at last night's finance committee meeting.
Okay.
And Peggy will have the notes for it.
Tuesday.
Or Tuesday, sir.
All right.
Whatever, most recent.
Sure. Sometime this week.
Very good. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Gus.
Aye.
Trustee Jensen.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Addison.
Aye.
Oh.
Trustee Siddig.
I should have abstained.
Trustee Wells.
Aye. He wasn't here. She said she should have.
Yeah.
Abstinence is over with.
He says you're okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're okay.
Just because you have a good lawyer. Motion carries.
Okay.
Motion carries. All right. Mayor's report. I have one item. I would like to present the appointment of Cynthia Kindred to the Planning Commission and Zoning Board of Appeals. Cynthia's resume is in your packet, and she comes to us as a resident of Beach Park, living near the Heatherstone subdivision. She has a lot of background in the IT world, in management, and other aspects of her career there. She is very interested in our village government and our village planning and development issues. So had a very pleasant meeting with her, and I would like to make the recommendation that we would or ask for your consent. Let me put it that way, on the appointment here too. Also, she was referred to me through Trustee Wells, and I do take his recommendations highly as well. So at this point, I would like to have a motion to consent to her appointment.
So moved.
I'll second that
A
motion.
motion by Trustee Siddick, second by Trustee Jensen. Any discussion?
When I saw this resume, I thought we were hiring her, but we couldn't afford her. So I'm glad we're appointing her, not hiring her.
Yes, that's the way I came away from our discussion feeling. It's like, you realize this doesn't pay a lot. But no, I look forward. She'll be a good addition to the team. So any other discussion?
Thank you.
You bet. All right. Do we have all in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. All right. Thank you all. That brings our Plan Commission back up to full strength again. Okay. All right, we'll move on to trustee reports. First up, we've got Finance Committee, Trustee Jensen.
I have very little to report. We did, as Regina pointed out, have a meeting on Tuesday, at which time Peggy presented the worksheets for revenue, and I presume the next meeting on the 21st of March will be the expenditures worksheets. And so they're plowing ahead on budget. And again, as I said, March 21st will be our next meeting. That's all I have.
Thank you. Moving on, Parks and Recreation, Trustee Cost.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just want to let you know we got 76 people signed up for our St. Patty's Day luncheon. Still room for more. We got 2.5 weeks left before we have it. And the next item we're going to have is April 8th. We're going to have Easter egg hunt again. Snow, rain, shine, whatever. Right, Mark?
Yes,
Whatever happens.
absolutely.
Unless the rain is horizontal at 60 miles an hour like 1 year.
True. And
Then
that
you
ends
just
my
sit down
report.
and the eggs
What
come to
color
you.
hair can we expect this
We
year?
just open
That
the
is a
box
military
and throw them
secret
up in
at
the
this
air.
time. What color would you like?
How about rainbow?
That could be a possibility. That ends my report.
Thank you, sir. Moving on to Planning, Building, and Zoning Committee, Trustee Wells.
Thank you, Howard. I have no report tonight.
All right, thank you. Public Relations and Intergovernmental Committee, Trustee Miller.
Yeah, thank you. Just for reminder's sake, every now and then I get a question about possible gunshots at night over in my area of the village. And all I can say about that is the only thing I've heard for sure is that the culling of the deer population is still going on in Lions Woods, and it will continue until about mid-March. So not to worry necessarily if you hear something, but of course, if you see something, and say something, and
Yep.
notify the Lake County Sheriff, because that's always appreciated, their response. That's all I have. Thank you.
All right,
We'll
thank you.
walk in that park after dark.
No, don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that.
No.
Wear lots of lights if you do. Well, Public Safety Committee, Trustee Sick, welcome back. And it's good to see your smiling face. What have you got for us tonight?
Thank you. I just wanted to touch base with the sheriff's office. Obviously, we've had a couple of things, missing people, things like that. Things have been resolved. Is there anything else out there in the village that needs to be brought to the residents' attention in any way?
That's a yes.
No, there's nothing significant at the moment. I did talk with Mr. Mayor, and we had a meeting, I don't even know, was it yesterday or, yeah, yesterday.
Well, yes, yeah, yesterday.
And we were hoping to have our new Deputy Chief of Highway Patrol there, but he was stuck in Florida due to the rainstorms, Deputy Chief Gianni Jambraduca. He's a welcome addition to the Sheriff's Office. He's been there for 22 years so far, and we look forward to his leadership and guidance as we move forward in Highway Patrol. So other than that, things have been very good in highways.
Thank you.
Thank you, Phil.
And that concludes my report. Thank you.
All right. Moving on to Public Works, Trustee Otterson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. There's one item under Public Works this evening, and that would be the contract for the landscaping services out in and around the Heatherstone subdivision, and also in the Brain tot lot on the other side of Major Avenue, the north side of Major Avenue. This is something that we do every year. This expense is covered under a special service area that's paid by the residents in that area. So it's we contract with the people each year. The company that we used this past year, Brightview, gave a proposal for just a very small increase. Don, what is that, 2%? 3% from what it was last year? Thank you, Don. She's faster than Don, so that was good. A 3% increase from last year. So when we discussed it at the committee meeting, it was unanimous that we bring it to the board with a favorable approval. So I'll make a motion for a resolution accepting the proposal from Brightview for the landscaping subdivisions in the Heatherstone subdivision, landscaping contract in the Heatherstone subdivision and the Brain tot lot area. The amount is $40,016 for the full year.
Second.
All right, we have a motion by Trustee Otterson, a second by Trustee Miller. Discussion. right. Hearing none, I guess we'll go for roll call, please.
Trustee Jensen,
Aye.
Trustee Miller,
Aye.
Trustee Addison,
Aye.
Trustee Sidik,
Aye.
Trustee Wells,
Aye.
Trustee Gus.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, and just thanks to the Public Works crew, things went pretty well yesterday. We didn't have any big catastrophes. I was talking to Pat earlier, and a couple trees down, and ComEd had to clear the wires, and we cleared some of them, and they brought in their tree crews to clear the other ones that were in their poles, and I don't know of any power outages that are continuing. Right, we had some last night.
Yes, sorry. We did have some outages. It came and went pretty quickly yesterday. There was one Noble in that area over there with about 30 customers that lasted overnight, most of the day today. But yes, I believe we're 100% back to, and there were two single. One of those may still be, but I think we're 100% now.
Yeah, ours went out for 30 minutes. And of course, that makes you go through the process. Okay, what do I need to get? Do I have batteries? Get it all gathered just in time for it to all come back on again. So can't really complain for a 30-minute period. So that concludes the report. Thank you.
I would like to pigtail onto your report just to take a moment, because I didn't during the mayor's report, to recognize and acknowledge that one of our team is leaving, and our Public Works Director, Adrian Marquez, has taken a position with Arlington Heights. Is that correct?
No, the village of Schaumburg.
Schaumburg. You know what? I got Arlington Heights in my brain because I was listening to something on the radio over here. I knew it was Schaumburg. Oh, my God. Anyway, you're going somewhere.
He doesn't want you to be able to find him. So.
Yeah,
Not
it
that
changes
anybody
every time I
cares
ask
where.
him. It's a different address. Yeah. No, it's a position closer to home, and obviously a much bigger municipality and a bigger challenges go along with it. But just from the board, our appreciation and thanks for a job well done, and all the best in your future endeavors.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I didn't say anything because I didn't want to accidentally call him a quitter or anything.
Yeah, I've heard a few of those comments.
I might have. Thank you.
All right. No report from the TIF committee as we did not meet. Moving on to staff reports. Anything?
I was just going to make that same comment, Mr. Mayor, on Mr. Marquez. It's been a pleasure to work with you, Adrian, and from a staff perspective, and my 20 plus years with working with staff in various villages, and you're one of the most professional, and you're going to be missed. So we wish you luck in Schaumburg. Unfortunately, our losses are again. Thank you.
Very good. All right. We have no old business on the agenda. Is there any new business to come before the board tonight? Oh, sorry, we do have one item of new business, which is the paying of some more bills. Do we have a motion to approve the HMG invoices?
I'll give you that motion, Mayor.
Second.
Motion by trustee Jensen, second by Miller. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Miller,
Aye.
Trustee Addison,
Abstained.
Trustee Sidik,
Aye.
Trustee Wells,
Aye.
Trustee Gus,
Aye.
and Trustee Jensen.
Motion carries. Any other new business to come before the board tonight? All right. Well, then now we're on to citizens addressing the board. Looks like we've got a few friendly faces here tonight. Don't all come up at once, but you know the drill. Come to the podium, give us your name, and state your case.
Good evening, Ron Verge, Beach Park. I'm here for the same reason I will be. Like I said, everything for the commercial parking. I would like to make a comment about the shootings in Beach Park. Being that the Lake County Police Department over the last 3 years has come and taken my video surveillance due to the gangbangers and drug dealers that live on Barstow. That's been there for the last 3 years. And the continued chasing of blue-collar working police out for Section 8 and empty houses in my neighborhood. There's a lot more than just that going on. 3 years ago, Lake County came and pulled, without my permission, my surveillance cameras, and because I have event security, I'm viewing the whole property, and caught the people parking and driving, walking by and driving by. Even this year, they've done it. So, it's because we continue to chase out blue collar working people in this community and bringing in, I mean, we're stuck between Zion and Waukegan. We're getting they know it. There's a gang war going on. There's a drug war going on in Lake County. Beach Park is getting stuck in the middle of it. I grew up with both sides, everybody around it. I know it. We know it. The community knows it. I want to make it a better community. I'm trying to make it a better community. But if we continue to chase the backbone people that actually work and build it and the real infrastructure of who's supposed to be helping you guys, it's going to be a continued problem. So, I mean, they do a great job. I mean, I rarely see them in my neighborhood for many problems. If it is, it's always the same problem. So, and there again, I'm hoping you guys are taking the no commercial parking serious. I'm hoping that we can some way, shape, or form come to some kind of way to help or, resolution in the future of doing it. There's a lot of people that are starting to get involved, and it's going to start, looking for some answers, and hopefully we can do something about it. And, and it's not just, we expect nothing from you. I mean, if there's something we can do, if there's something we can do to help, I'm game. I'm willing to help. So that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Sheriff's Department, excuse me, sir. Have you talked to the Sheriff's Department about this?
About the shootings in the
Are
neighborhood?
you familiar with what he's speaking of in this neighborhood?
Yes. I'm very sorry. It's not this week or this month, but I mean, as soon as the summer comes, it'll be going. I mean, they park on Malman, they run through a neighbor's yard, and it's an ongoing for many year things that's just, it goes on and off a couple times a year. It's the same people, same
But
problems.
you do see there was a police presence in your neighborhood?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
My wife walks out the front door and stands out and protects our property with her AR-15. So, I mean, we're a tight knit community. I have a lot of older retired people that I'm very close to in my neighborhood, 2 doors down. Her husband passed away, so we try to keep out it. The Medina's house where they ran through their back property, they ended up having to put severe video surveillance up because they're running through their yard and put no trespassing signs up because they didn't know, they just heard the shots. So, I mean, and like I said, right now it's cold out, we don't have to worry about it. As soon as spring comes and everybody's zipping through the neighborhood and everything starts again. And I know they got a lot going on. Trust me, I know, half of Waukegan police force are my cousins and family. I mean, I get it. I understand it.
Who's the neighborhood watch captain in your neighborhood? Do you know?
No idea.
You have no idea?
No, our neighborhood is pretty much very divided. There's the working class and then there's not the working class. All us working class people stick together. We're all believe in the Second Amendment. We're all fight and do whatever we need to do to protect our own property. And the people in them neighborhoods and the people with the problems in neighborhoods know not to come around us. So, and that's who we feel sorry for is the people that aren't protected, the people that can't. I mean, I've got little kids, I got 2 teenage kids that have to run around in the neighborhood, and I can't even have them run my neighborhood in the middle of the night, just playing around in our vacant lot that we cleared for the kids to have campfires and play on, because we have to worry about the element, So I'm really happy to see the business down the street from us. I mean, that's great that the old hobby shop when I was growing up is now a beauty salon. I mean, we encourage all that. I'd really like to see an automotive shop that's next to the gas station. That'd be nice. Me and my wife even thought about opening a business to try putting one there. So I mean, we want to see the community thrive. So. But yeah, I mean, and like I said, it's not that it's a bad place. It's just we're allowing it to get worse, and there's houses that are coming up vacant. We had an option to buy another house in the neighborhood, and we sat down and weighed out the options and decided not to buy one. The rental house that's across the street from me, it's been a rental house for years, is sitting empty. I mean, the house next to me is sitting empty. I mean, it's starting to get worse and worse and worse. And what happens when they sit empty is they put Section 8 or anyone they can throw in the rental properties, which causes an issue. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? All right. Appreciate your comments as always, Ron, and we are continuing our background, our research on your issue there, and it's going to be coming up for discussions here in the near future at the board level and at committee levels both. So we're taking it seriously. It's just the wheels of government grind slowly. So, all right. We have no cause tonight for an executive session. Do we have?
In which case, Mayor, I would like to offer a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Do we have any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you all.